So what I tell people is you should be envisioning driving that rear leg straight forward, driving that right foot forward. If you or somebody's having trouble with this and are tending to do a lot of stepping around where you're kind of having low control, you can even have them gently drag their foot along the ground. That's going to give you some difficulty in stepping, but it's an option to help them visualize where their foot is moving. Otherwise, just drive that hip forward, put your toe forward where you are stepping, and let your front knee collapse gently over your front toe. You should not be overstepping where you are always landing with your knee over your toe. If I look down at my front knee, I should be able to see the laces of my shoe. I should not be able to see all the way up to my ankle. That would indicate that my leg is too straight. If I can't see my shoe, I've probably over-rotated the knee, overextended, right? So we step, we drive the rear hip, drive the rear foot straight forward, and land with your toe forward, and let your knee move on the axis that your leg has moved on. This is going to let your knee move the way that it wants to, the way that it's designed to. When you attack with a bunch of power, don't let all this go out the window. Don't turn your toe. What I tell people to focus on is driving their hip straight forward. Thinking about themselves that this foot, the rear foot, is not moving on an arc around. All of the footwork so far has been very in line. If you're doing a pushing step where you pick up your front leg and push off the rear, or you pick up the rear, push off the front, we're not moving laterally one way or another. We're keeping our center line where it is. If we're doing a passing step straight to our opponent as an attack, we've only been talking about straight line attacks and keeping the toe and the knee straight when doing these straight line attacks. However, many people like to do off-angle attacks. These sources are not super clear on how to do this. However, we're fairly confident that this is a good way to change your line. What I would recommend, picking up your rear leg just like you're going to step forward, but as you pick up that rear leg, pushing off of the front leg and out to the right side. So rear leg picks up, pushing off the front leg. And now when I land, I would recommend having your toe in line with the direction that you are landing in. So if I was leaping way offline because someone was attacking me, I would be leaping with my toe extremely pointed to the side. If I were attacking towards someone with an off angle, my toe is going to be more forward. It'll still be offline, but less extreme than if I were going laterally 90 degrees. Once I've pushed off of the front leg to the side, let that land. I'm going to let my weight, I'm going to let the reset of this hip carry me back into my new position. And now what you can see is that my center line is now still pointed at the post. However, it's on a new angle. I'm 45 degrees off from where I was before. When you're training these, keep them tight. Keep them smaller than you think they need to be so that you can work on your feet, work on your balance. Once you're feeling comfortable changing your line and mixing up what types of footwork you are doing, you can kind of be a little more freeform with it. But for now, you're looking for little checkpoints. Is my knee collapsing over my toe? Is there separation between my legs? Am I balanced? The recent conflict going on in the United States right now, we decided to reach out to Ashton Rainbows and Robert L. Stump to help us design a new shirt to help fight for equality.
100% of the proceeds from the sales of these shirts will be donated to local and national charities to help the fight.